What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode number 27 of our Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here on MLB The Show 21. As you can see in front of you guys, the Pirates are currently standing at 55 and 57. We are going to be taking on a couple series here against St. Louis in Milwaukee and some of the quick sims. We're going to be going over some of the games, some of the team's performances as we head into mid-August, things like that, maybe some acquisitions, some player updates, things like that. But before we totally dive into this video, if you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more amazing content because only you can make a difference for today's channel, so your support is always greatly appreciated. And with that being said, guys, let's get right into today's video. And we are jumping into this one very quickly as the first game of the St. Louis and Pirates series is going to go the way of the Redbirds, as Mike Ford was going to be the player of the game. He notched a home run on 3 RBIs on the 2 hits for the day. Tyler Anderson would be the losing pitcher. His ERA is going to go over 4. He is going to get his 10th loss of the season, as Adam Wainwright would notch his 3rd win. He had a pretty decent outing as well. Taking a look at the box score now, Kevin Newman has 2 hits on the day. A lot of the middle of the order pack did notch a decent amount of hits as well. 9 hits total, but 6 strikeouts, and only mattered 1 walk on the day. So that is not really something that you want to see from the Pittsburgh Pirates. We want to see more walks, more production from those type of guys out of their game right now. Taking a look now at the pitching side of things, Tyler Anderson really didn't do too great, but he didn't do too bad as well. In 5 innings, allowed 4 hits on 2 walks with only striking out 1. Chris Stratton did come in. That ERA that has been pretty high. Same thing with Richard Rodriguez. Both of those guys came in and did pretty good jobs of work. Although Rodriguez did allow 2 hits and a walk, was still able to get out of the jam. And then, of course, Josh Stamont has been pretty exceptional out of the pen for us. So game 1, unfortunately, it did not go our way as we head into game number 2 and 3 right now. And game number 2 was a close one, but St. Louis scratched their way on top in the 9th inning. Player of the game for them is going to be Nolan Arenado, who notched the 9th inning bomb on 2 RBIs. Kyle Crick, unfortunately, would be the losing pitcher. That is his 2nd loss of the season. Crick, who has been our best bullpen arm indefinitely, is going to get touched up a little bit. Jordan Hicks will walk away with the W for this one. So Nolan Arenado definitely hurting the 4-1-2 in this one. Now moving on to the batting side of things, Kevin Newman did get another hit, jumping that average into the 290s now. On top of that, no other players, despite Franmil Reyes and Ke'Bryan Hayes, did get some hits. It is worth noting, though, that hopefully some of these guys can start producing a lot. We did get 6 walks in this one, so that is a lot better than game number 1. That is something that we really want to kind of set a good tone for as we head deeper and deeper into the season. Now looking at the pitching side of things, things are going to be looking pretty good for Mitch Keller as he goes 5 innings, does not allow a run, but the bullpen was what struggled here. Jorge Alcala is going to get notched with the blown save. We'll put that one in air quotations as he allows 3 hits and 2 runs on 1 earned run while striking out 2. That ERA is still going to sit at a 2.81. He's still been a pretty decent pitcher for us. Jonathan Loaisiga was the stopgap as he goes an inning and 2/3, and then unfortunately Kyle Crick just couldn't get it done in the 9th as he lets up the 2 earned runs on the 3 hits and the 1 walk. Definitely not what you want to see out of Kyle Crick, but what can you do as this one ends in a very unceremonious fashion as we head right into game number 3. And taking a look at game number 3, Nolan Arenado yet again is going to be hurting the Pittsburgh Pirates in this one. The 4-1-2 is going to go down with a sweep as the Redbirds are going to fly away victors on this one. Jack Flaherty is going to get his 7th win on the season. He was exceptional in this one, getting that ERA down to a 2.79 with 128 strikeouts in just over 132 innings pitched, while Framber Valdez, who has been having quite the season with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and not in a good way. He has definitely been struggling. That whip at a 1.61, walking a lot of guys. The ERA over 4. Really a guy that we were hoping to be a pretty nice acquisition. We did give up a pretty decent chunk of prospects and some players. Hopefully he can rebound and have a good season heading into the next portion of these couple games, as we are going to be taking a look now at the box score, the batting score for these guys right now. It is something that we really want to be talking about, and it is worth mentioning that Ke'Bryan Hayes did get a another 3-hit performance on this one despite the loss. Jacob Stallings did get a 3 RBI home run over the wall, so Stallings, nice to see that he is kind of back in the push of things, trying to get the swing of things as he's got that average to a 238. John Ryan Murphy, again, a guy that was in AAA, fighting for that starting role. It has been quite the season so far from both the catchers, as that is something we're more or less looking to upgrade as we head deeper and deeper into this season. And then the pitching side of things, despite Valdez, who really didn't have the best season, and Stratton, who let up some runs, it was pretty okay. Austin Davis, who has been a good pitcher, most of the bullpen let up a run, but, you know, Stamont was a guy that we've been pitching and really utilizing a lot, so it was only a matter of time until he let up a run. So hopefully as we head deeper and deeper into this season, we can see players in the bullpen be consistent. We've talked about it more. This bullpen on this Pirates team is definitely the weak point. That and our catching spot, definitely something that we're going to be looking into the offseason to upgrade, despite if we are a playoff contending team or not, because right now it is looking a little bit rough with the 3-game sweep. And Pittsburgh now going to be taking their talents up against the Milwaukee Brewers here at home. First pitch is going to be 7:05 here on August 13th of a Friday. Looking for a good thing as the Pirates are 55-60, taking on the Milwaukee Brewers, who are currently 59-57. On top of us here, another big divisional series, as we have had back-to-back NL Central rivalries. Not to mention, after LA, we are going to be taking on the St. Louis Cardinals yet again. 2 more times in this month, so it is something to be noted. This is a huge month of August. We need to perform good against our division teams. It's something we talked about early in the season, and really I think this August could decide whether or not the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to be playoff contending teams here as we head late into the month of August. We are trying to make that playoff push here against the Milwaukee Brewers right now. It is a nice trip here against the Milwaukee Brewers here at home, as we are able to bounce back against the sweep against the Cardinals and take the first game of this series 4-3. Player of the game notable is Diego Flores, who went 2 for 4 with a run scored on 2 RBIs, notching a very key double in this game. Pitcher that would be the loser is Brent Suter, who is going to still have quite a good season. He is 6-4 and 78 in the third innings. Not really the strikeout guy that we want, as the winning pitcher for the Pirates would be Richard Rodriguez, who came in and did things in a very, very good way. Good to see that he is bouncing back and trying to come back to earth, as he has had quite the first half struggles in this one. Moving on to the batting side of things, Adam Frazier would be filling in for Kevin Newman on the day. Frazier is going to be getting 2 hits on the day in that leadoff spot. Brian Reynolds, Neil Walker, and Polanco, so the first 4 batters of the games, all are going to be getting hits on this one. Not to mention, previously mentioned before, Diego Flores did get a 2-hit day. Good to see the 6 walks on the day, 7 strikeouts, not really the best that we want to be seeing, but nonetheless, the Pirates are going to be rolling in this one, as they're doing pretty well, trying to push further and further into playoff contention if they can. Who knows, but the Game 1 pitching was looking pretty okay, despite Tristan McKenzie, who did allow 9 hits. That's a lot of hits for us, only striking out 2 batters, recently acquired from the Cleveland Indians in the month of July, the last month of the season. So he is still trying to kind of get a little settled in. We have high expectations for him, as Richard Rodriguez would just pitch a third of an inning to get that victory, where Jonathan Loaizaga would go 2 solid innings, only allowing 2 hits while striking out 2 batters, and Kyle Crick having a nice rebound for his 7th save of the season, getting 2 strikeouts in that one, lowering his ERA even lower to a 1.58 as we head right into game number 2 right now against Milwaukee. The Pittsburgh Pirates could not pull away victors in game number 2. Chad Cole did do a pretty decent job, but he is going to get notched with his 8th loss of the season. That ERA sitting at an even 3.33 ERA with a whip at a 1.27. Still having a pretty decent year out of Chad Cole, but Josh Lindblom was just that much better for today, going 6 innings, only allowing the 2 hits, only allowing 2 walks while striking out 7 batters on the day. Josh Lindblom, definitely the player to be mentioned for today's game. Looking at the pitching side of things, though, talking about Chad Cole, did allow 10 hits on the season, or on the game rather, and then Jorge Alcala allowed 3 hits on 2 runs, no earned runs. Unfortunately, errors did kind of moot that one, as the rest of the bullpen did pretty decent, despite Stamont letting up the 1 long ball on the day. His ERA would jump finally above a 3, so pitching definitely was a little bit of the lacking on this one, but the offense really not to kind of take away from them. They need to be better. Only 2 walks, only 2 hits, or only 5 hits while striking out 10 times. Not to mention Brian Hayes, unfortunately, striking out 3 times. The rookie first baseman Flores going down twice, Stallings twice, and then Brian Goodman going down 2 strikeouts for him as well. That average at a 1.87 for him. He has been, quite honestly, one of the worst players that we've had on the team. We're really trying to kind of find that 4th outfielder balance player that we can utilize. Definitely something that the Pirates need. We don't really have a sure guaranteed guy that we can put in the game whenever someone's doing good. So hopefully we can continue things here in game number 3 and bounce back to take the series here in the rubber match. And we finally are victors in this one. Player of the game is going to be Ryan O'Hearn, who only went 1-for-1 with a run and a solo shot to end the day. Tyler Anderson is going to get his 10th win of the season. That ERA staying right about where it was before. Previously in the last couple videos that we mentioned, Brett Anderson is going to be the losing pitcher on this one, as the Pirates were doing very well in this one, trying to get things going. As we're going to take a look at the box score, Kevin Newman, Frazier, and Walker all going to be getting hits in this one. The first guys on the order, always important for them to be getting something going. Key Brian Hayes is going to get 3 RBIs with the hit that he had, 3 walks for Diego Flores on this one, and then of course the pinch hit home run from Ryan O'Hearn is going to be a key component in the victory for this one. As we jump right into the pitching side of things, and Tyler Anderson did go 5 1/3 innings while the bullpen took care of business, did not allow any runs. Loaizaga goes 2/3 of an innings to get the hold. That's his 8th hold of the season, as Rodriguez again bouncing back, going 2 solid frames while striking out 3 batters, and Kyle Crick going to get his 8th save of the season with the 1 inning he pitches, getting that ERA lower and lower to a 1.55 now. Obviously, it is very important to note the teams that are performing the best and are having the best seasons, and you can see in the National League Central, since we've taken on the Cincinnati Reds, they have started to kind of fall and find themselves in a bit of a losing streak, as they are 7 games back. St. Louis currently 10.5 games back, despite sweeping us recently in this one. Pirates are 5.5 games out of first place against the Chicago Cubs, where the Milwaukee Brewers, who were trying to get closer and closer, we ended up pushing them a little bit further back, as they are 3 games out, trying to get that much closer for us in this playoff race. We are right on the verge, and we are not the only teams that are struggling to climb into first place. Most other teams right now kind of running away with things, as you can see in the American League East and West, things not really looking too close, and then even on the National League East and West side of things, not really close, but the 2 divisions in the Central looking to kind of jump back, as Minnesota and the White Sox still trying to kind of fight and see if they can push past Cleveland, as Cleveland is looking like a pretty competitive team in this one, as we talk about the standings in the National League for the wild card. And this is where things get interesting, as yes, we are 5.5 games back from the NL Central, but with a bunch of other teams, we are very close into this race. The first place is pretty much belonging to the Padres in the wild card at this point. They have the 75-46 wins, and even if they somehow jump above the Dodgers, it'll probably be the Dodgers. But that second spot, it is a race against the Brewers, the Rockies, the Braves, and the Pirates, and even the Nationals and the Reds trying to make a little bit of a push from there. But a lot of teams trying to fight for that last spot. The Pirates are worth being talked about. Not a team that is above 500, but a team that is pushing harder and harder to do things as we continue on in this one, hoping that we can do something to improve this team's season. We've already made a bunch of milestones. Not a lot of people have expected us to go this far. But with that being said, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Next video, we're going to probably talk a little bit more about the highlights and how players have been performing in the last couple of games. This one was a little bit of a quick recap just to kind of give you guys a little bit of where we stand as we head into the middle of August. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more amazing content, because only you can make a difference for today's channel, and your support is always greatly appreciated. And with that being said, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.